Good morning, everybody. Welcome to townsports.com. I'm Rudy Baca. Alongside me here is Paul Aitken, the lacrosse coach for the University of New Mexico Lobos. And Coach, welcome to the groundbreaking of our Echo Park here in Taos, New Mexico. What did you think about all this stuff?
I think this is absolutely great. The development of the community, the development of lacrosse and sports, and really the opportunity for kids to get more developed in sports. And I think sports really lead to more academic success as well as deterrence in crime and whatnot. So I think this is a really good thing for the community.
You know, Paul, that I don't think lacrosse is on the headlights of anybody here in Taos, and it's pretty much a national sort of sport now. You see it on television a lot more often, and you think it's going to be taken off here in Taos, and are you planning to actively recruit up here?
I am, and I think the reason I think New Mexico doesn't have lacrosse is because the economic divide, but because of the U.S. Lacrosse Foundation, they've provided 55 sets of equipment for us to give out to kids in the local community to help them learn and grow and learn about what lacrosse is. And I think we will be recruiting out of here very shortly. Right now we recruit mostly out of the Albuquerque area, and with lacrosse being so big in Denver and Colorado and Arizona and Texas, it's about time that New Mexico kind of stepped up to the plate and offered us some lacrosse players. So does that answer your question?
I think so. You know that I find lacrosse very exciting. I had an opportunity to check out a couple of games, and it's a lot of fun watching that stuff. And I know that it combines a lot of different things that that you have to do athletically, and how does that play into your game plan, Coach?
Well, first of all, lacrosse is a very fast-paced sport. It's one of those sports that you don't have to be big and macho. You can be small, quick, and agile and still be one of the best players, in the country. Look at Mikey Powell, who's, he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he can score more than just about anyone else in the entire game. That's why I like the sport. I'm only 5'8", and I've got the fastest shot in the UNM team. So, I really love the sport. So, with that being said, it really gives an opportunity for a wide array of kids to be able to come out and learn about lacrosse.
Yeah, Coach, tell us a little bit about more of your role down at UNM. I know you mentioned earlier on before we had this interview about some of the things that you've done. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, first of all, the UNM team folded about a year and a half ago, and it was coached by John Westfall. And after getting some knowledge from him and some knowledge from the lacrosse community around the area, Neil Pilch, Hank over here, he's a referee up here in Taos, I got the team back together, and we played a full schedule this last year. Played against Texas Tech, Northern Arizona University, Fort Lewis College. We played, we really enjoyed what we do. And we'll be back in the club league, which is really big. There's only about 200, NCAA lacrosse teams because the sport is so expensive, and then there's a just massive number of club teams. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing. That's what we have done. So.
All right. Well, thank you, Coach, for joining us here on the program. And that was the head coach for the New Mexico Lobos. And Paul, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.